Bada bing, bada boom. Social Inform Media.
This story comes to us from NBC4i.com. Well, out of Ohio, it seems that a group of officers aren't real happy and they're expecting their fraternal brotherhood to step in and help out. And the police union is stepping in after NBC4 investigates exposed allegations of a hostile work environment. Fraternal Order of Police Lodge President Jeff Simpson said he saw that NBC4 investigative report on claims of unequal discipline and fears of retaliation. So he went to the Reynoldsburg Police Headquarters to see for himself what was going on, and he was left deeply troubled. One interview, or one of the 6 Reynoldsburg police officers who spoke to NBC4, was quoted as saying there are bound to be a few people, keyword a few, a handful of people that aren't happy and don't agree with change and everything like that. I understand that. He says, but when you have, or he or she says, but when you have the majority of people looking at there's a problem, and there's a problem. The majority, I guess, rules, right? Jeff Simpson said, I saw the interviews and that's when I was first made aware. And he went on March 8th of this year to the Reynoldsburg, Ohio Police Headquarters, which is something he says he does frequently and is allowed by union contract to do that. He said leadership was aware that he was coming to their roll call to hear grievances, what we used to call in the Army, what did we call that? Open door, I think, or something. But it was one where no lieutenants, no commissioned officers were allowed in the room. Only non-commissioned officers and soldiers. And you would go in and sit and they would talk about, well, the company commander this and whatever. I think that's what they're doing here. I digress. Jeff Simpson said my play was to hear from the members, the police officers, approach the chief and say, hey, this is what I'm getting, not naming names or anything like that. He said, but I think 20 minutes into roll call, I could tell this issue was real and tangible. They just were like, forget roll call, let's just complain. I get it. He said he heard complaints of a toxic work environment from a group of more than a dozen officers during the closed-door meeting. But what disturbed him the most was how the meeting was ended by Deputy Chief Rhonda Grizzle. She's Grizzle. All right, I don't know where I'm trying to go with that. But Simpson said we were abruptly told to stop, and not in a nice way, in a very unprofessional manner. And the officers were herded out, chastised, yelled at, and the meeting was over. You're not supposed to do that. In an email, Reynoldsburg Police Chief Curtis Baker told NBC4, during the time of the meeting, there were 4 active school zones that needed to be monitored and 2 calls for service that came in and were holding without an immediate police response. So instead of going, hey guys, Grizzle goes in and get your ass in the car and get on patrol. I don't know exactly what she said, but according to Jeff Simpson, it wasn't very pleasant. Now, he said it is not uncommon during a meeting like this for police command staff to ask them to end the meeting in order to get officers on the streets. That's understandable. Hey, Jeff, I'm sorry, we need cops out there. We have to end it. That's how you do it. That's how you be professional. But according to him, Jeff says if there's too much time taken, I'm always cognizant of that, because there always runs that need to be taken, and when that happens, I'm asked to wrap it up. He says this was not a hey, let's wrap it up. It was a turbulent reaction. Whoa. Simpson confronted Grizzle after officers left, because remember, he's a union rep. He was reluctant to provide details on the conversation, explaining that he still hopes to resolve the issues for the officers, but readily admitted tempers escalated. He said he and Grizzle exchanged profanities and said the deputy chief threatened to have him arrested if he did not leave. The deputy police chief threatened to have the union representative, the Fraternal Order of Police guy, arrested if he did not leave, according to Jeff. I mean, you're going to have your union rep. I want this union guy arrested. All the other officers are like, I ain't doing that. Are you kidding me? I like my pay raises. I don't know, man. But he says, I wasn't going anywhere. We should never resort to that. I am not above the law, but I am allowed to meet with the members. He said he spoke with Chief Curtis Baker immediately after the conflict, and then it goes down. I'll let you guys read it for yourself, so I don't talk too much. I always get accused of that. I'm sorry, I'm very loquacious. But the bottom line here is this police union guy went out to hear complaints. The top management comes in, says, hey, get your asses on the street. No, she said, hey, hit your damn feet and get your asses on the street. I don't know if she said that. But according to him, there was profanities exchanged, and he threatened to arrest him, the union guy. I wonder which cop was like, I'll do it. Arrest him. Now. Are you kidding? This guy gets me my pay raises. This guy's going to keep my job if I do something wrong. Screw you. I ain't biting the hand that feeds me. Well, I'm your police chief and I'll fire you. Cool. I'll go next door and be a cop over there. I don't like it here anyway. Huh?